Our rabbis teach us, and this is very important, okay? We asked a question yesterday. Why is it that one of the first mitzvot people always tell you to keep is Shabbat? So one reason I understand, because Shabbat is our relationship with God. How can I not have Shabbat? Like, if I need a relationship with God. But from the other reason, why is Shabbat that important? Why is the mitzvah that people always tell you to keep? So now I'm going to make a bold statement, but I'm going to explain it. So do not attack me yet, okay? Even though you're Jewish, if your mom is Jewish, right, or you convert or whatever, right, Judaism still remains in a certain way a choice. We spoke about this like a few weeks ago. We said that Judaism is like a family jewel. It's in the family. You might get it. You might not. It depends if you're the favorite child, right? That's why we said that it's morasha, a family relic. You like the words? Relic. Okay, great. You say relic? Reliquia familiar. You learn Spanish. Heirloom. Okay, thank God I have a dictionary here. She knows all the languages. But what is the point? Meaning, and again, I explained this already, but let's just go into it 1 second. Did we become the Jewish people because our moms were Jewish? Yes. Really? No, we became Jewish people when? God. When we accepted the Torah. Yes? If you didn't accept the Torah, you did not become Jewish. Was Abraham's mom Jewish? No. Abraham had a wife and had 2 kids. Were both of them Jewish? Yitzchak had a wife and 2 kids from the same mom. Were both of them Jewish? No, because Judaism was by choice. I'm not going to go into it. But pretty much if you want it, it belongs to you. You have to work hard. It's on your genes. It's a family heirloom, right? But it could be you'll get it. It could be you don't. It depends on you. So now, I'm going to explain. Do not attack me. Even though, technically speaking, you're Jewish, if your mom is Jewish, practically speaking, this doesn't work like that. There are certain mitzvot that if a person doesn't keep, even though he is Jewish, he's not practically speaking Jewish. Okay? We're going to go into it. By the way, this doesn't work so much for a woman, but for a woman, it's much more like you have 3 mitzvot that make you a Jewish woman. If you don't do it, you're not, you understand? There's no definition of Jewish woman. We don't have mitzvot that make our Judaism dependable in a certain way because we carry the baby in our womb, right? But in a general sense, all of Jewish people, we have 3 mitzvot. If we don't do these 3 mitzvot, and you always are able to keep 2 of them, because we know that for anything to be a witness, you always need 2 kosher witnesses. Is this true? Yes. And therefore, even though I am Jewish, practically speaking, I'm Jewish depending on these 3 mitzvot. Now, before I tell you which ones, right, let me tell you how this doesn't apply, okay? By the way, one of them is Shabbat. Have you ever gone to an Orthodox shul and there's someone that doesn't keep Shabbat and his cell phone is on and they still bring him up to a Torah? This shouldn't be allowed, right? Why not? Because he's not keeping Shabbat. We're all considering this generation a tinok shenishba, a baby that was kidnapped from the true ways of the Torah. Like most of us did not grow up with Torah, and lots of people, even if they did, they didn't grow up with the real Torah. Not like a Torah from God. Like we believe that if you would really be open your eyes to what Torah is, what God is, you will never be able to reject it because your soul just wants it so much. But we need to present it in the right way. Now, having said this, the question is, why is it that even though I'm born Jewish, practically speaking, if I'm lacking certain mitzvot, I wouldn't be halachically considered a Jew, right? How do we understand this? So every Shabbat in Kiddush, you say like this. Vesham, Eru, Bnei Israel, et Shabbat. You know this song? Sot et Shabbat, Le'orotam berit olam. Beni, listen to his quote. We don't have a word, so you follow. Beni u ben Bnei Israel, ot hile olam. Says Hashem, between me and the Jewish people, Shabbat is an ot forever. The Torah says, what is an ot? Ot is translated as a sign, but not like a sign like I, so the sign. No. What type of sign? It's an ot. So in order to understand it, we need to see where the word ot comes in the Torah, right? So this is where it comes in. Hashem says to Moshe Rabbeinu, go and take the Jewish people out of Egypt. So Moshe says, how will they know that I am the one you sent? So God says, don't worry, I'm going to give you 3 otot. You put your hand in, you put your hand out. It has leprosy, right? The water becomes blood, and the thing becomes a snake. Most people think these 3 signs were made in front of the Egyptian. That's not true. Only the snake was made in front of the Egyptian, and the blood was already the first plague, right? The 3 were made in front of the Jewish people. So now let's say Moshe comes to a Jewish people and says, I'm coming in the name of God, get ready, he's going to take you out of Egypt. Do you believe God could take you out of Egypt? Yes. But what may you maybe not believe? How do I know he sent you? How do I know you're the chosen messenger? Therefore, listen to this. An oath, it's a sign that proves who's the messenger. You hear this? There are 2 types of sign, otot and moftim. Moftim were for the Egyptians. A mofet, it's a sign that proves the one sending the messenger, right? God, because the Egyptians don't have a problem with Moshe. How do I know God is God, right? And an oath, it's a sign that proves that I'm the messenger. And therefore, what happens? There are 3 mitzvot in the Torah that are oath. There's Tefillim, Brit Milah, and Shabbat. Why these 3 mitzvot? Because each one is a pact in a different dimension of the world. This world is made out of 3 dimensions. Body or nefesh, right? Olam, space, and shana, time. Physicality, space, and time. Does that make sense to you? Shabbat, it's a sign in time, right? What else do I have? Tefillim, it's a sign in space. You wear it outside, it affects your space. And Brit Milah, it's a sign on physicality. These are the 3 signs that represent to which team you belong. Who are you playing for? Imagine you like baseball, you go see the Yankees, and someone in the Yankees is wearing a New York Mets shirt. Either he's drunk, or he's playing against his team. If you're playing for the Yankees, you need a Yankees shirt. You understand? These mitzvot are the shirt that I wear that represent a messenger from God. And therefore, if I don't have them, who knows which team I belong to? Yes, I'm Jewish, but I'm not really playing on the Jewish team. No one knows who I am. I don't even know who I am because I like my shirt. You understand? The Chafetz Chaim gives you an example. He says, you know what Shabbat is? Imagine you go to the laundry service and it's Monday at 7 p.m. and you get there and it's closed. So you read outside, open from 6 to 6. So you understand why is it closed? Because you were late. Okay, and tomorrow I'm coming back at 6. The next day, you come back, and it's 5 p.m., and it's closed. So you're like thinking, what happened? So you look for the sign. There's no sign outside the laundry station. What do you know? It's not that it's closed because you're late. It's closed because it's closed. It's out of business. The Torah says Shabbat is the sign you wear outside. Even though you might not be in business all the time, the fact that I have Shabbat says there is business going on. This is why listen to it, it's amazing, right? The Torah says, and this is like, we're going to finish on this soon, right? We know that we have 248 positive commandments, just as we have 248 organs in our body. Has anyone ever heard this? Let's go again. You have 248 positive commandments, just as you have 248 organs in your body. And you have 365 negative commandments, just as you have 365 tendons and ligaments in your body. Really, this is not exact, but that's because I don't have a board to teach you. But pretty much, what a man has of his own, what a woman has of his own, plus what they have together, that's 613. Everyone got this? This is how it works. Because you really only complete once you're married, because when God created man and women, it was one. Yes? This makes sense to everyone? You think of all of the math again. Intersection. You like math? Man intersection women equals plus man plus women equals 630. You got that? Yes, that makes sense? Okay.
That makes sense. Sorry.
Women, for example, have fallopian trunks and this and that and ovaries. Okay, so what you have, unique to you, plus what man has, unique to him, yes, plus what we have in common, that comes out to 613. Yes? So now again, we have 200, but we'll say it like this, 248 positive commandments, just as we have 248 organs, and we have 365 negative commandments, just as we have 365 tendons and ligaments. Each commandment nurtures a different organ on your body. Each mitzvah. By the way, if you ever check it out, the Shema has exactly 248 words. Because when you say the Shema, you're nurturing your whole entire organs, your whole entire body. right? Because at the end of the day, what is the Shema? My acceptance of serving God. If I am serving God, there's a purpose for everything in myself, right? Does that make sense? Now, if each commandment is parallel to one organ, let's think about this. What is the most important organ in your entire body? Your heart. People say your brain. Can you function without a functioning brain? In a certain sense, yes. Like people in coma, you could make all of the, can you function without a heart? Not for more like what, 2 minutes, right? By the way, the second most important organ in your body is actually your liver. If your liver is not functioning, baya, you understand? You cannot function. Each mitzvah is parallel to one organ. What is the heart of the Jewish people? That's Shabbat. Shabbat, it's equal to a heart. Now, even when all of my body is sick, right? Maybe I have amputated arms. If my heart is pumping blood, do I have hope? Yes. But if my heart is not pumping blood, even if I'm completely sick and whole, am I alive? No. That's Shabbat. Shabbat is the heart. All of the time that you have some of Shabbat, even if it's not all of it, you might be saying, God, I'm running out of service right now, but I promise I'm going to reopen. God, I'm pumping blood. There's still hope. I'm alive. But the moment I don't have Shabbat, there's no life. There's no flowing. There's no spirituality flowing inside of you. You understand? And therefore, Shabbat is one of these mitzvot from which all of Judaism depends, because it is the heart. This is why our rabbis also teach us, and this is beautiful, that every second you keep Shabbat, you're keeping all of the mitzvot of the Torah. You know this? Because if the heart is pumping blood, there's hope for the rest of the body. But if you're not keeping Shabbat, there's no hope. Shabbat is the heart of the Jewish people. This is why we know in Shabbat we sing a song, Ki yesh mera Shabbat. Yeah, or you say, if you're Ashkenazi, Ki yesh mera Shabbat. In my house we do our remix. We go, Ki yesh mera Shabbat, and then we go, pam pararam pam pam pararam pam pam pararam pam pam. Hey! Pam pararam pam pam pararam. Ki yesh mera Shabbat. The best of both worlds. Okay. Right? So what is the point? What does the pasuk says? Ki eshmera Shabbat, kelishmarin. If I guard Shabbat, He guards me. If I guard my heart, God guards me. It says more than the Jewish people have kept Shabbat, Shabbat has kept them. And therefore, Shabbat is equal to every single mitzvah of the Torah.